Welcome to episode 1. There are 4 kinds of billionaires. They are the dictator billionaires, the royalty billionaires, the inheritance billionaires, and the self-made billionaires. Let's start with the first kind of billionaires, the dictator billionaires. Here's a picture of Colonel Gaddafi. He is infamous in the West for hijacking American airplane Pan Am 103 in 1988, of which 270 people died. I chose him because he was the richest of them all. His net worth was estimated to be $200 billion. Now that would make him richer than Bill Gates and Warren Buffett combined. My second example of a dictator billionaire is General Mobutu. He gained power in Congo by a coup in 1965. This is the picture of Patrice Lumumba. He was the first democratically elected president of Congo in 1960. General Mobutu trapped him and then set him up. Mobutu handed Lumumba over to the Belgian rebels. Later, the Belgian rebels would kill Lumumba. The second type of billionaires are the royalty billionaires. And here we have a picture of the young and beautiful Queen Elizabeth. She's a great queen. She's very popular in England as well as abroad. She became Queen of England years ago. She has been great for tourism and great for the tabloids. Now here are some numbers. She reportedly made $13 million a year in salary, and her estimated net worth is $5 billion. My second example of a royalty billionaire is the Sultan of Brunei. He's famous for his collection of 7,000 luxury cars worth about $4 billion. Now in the picture, he's one of them. He's also famous for shopping the world's most expensive diamonds. In case you wonder, where is Brunei? It's not one of the Gulf states. It's a small kingdom, smaller than the size of Delaware, on the island of Borneo in Malaysia. His net worth is estimated to be $20 billion. Royalty billionaires are not necessarily bad for their countries. Some are very popular. The third type is the inheritance billionaire. Here I have chosen John Hancock. He was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence in 1776. And his signature was also the biggest and the most visible. John Hancock was one of our founding fathers. He's still famous today. In Boston, the tallest building is the 60-story Hancock Tower. I classify him as a nation-building billionaire. In 1776, at the time of the American Revolution, he was the richest man in America. Here we have the signature of Ben Franklin. Franklin is one of the founding fathers. He is also America's first self-made billionaire. In today's terms, Benjamin Franklin would be worth $10 billion. Amazingly, Franklin had only 1 year of formal education. He was also a runaway kid. Franklin made his fortunes from many sources. First, he was a best-selling author. This book, The Way to Wealth, was written some 270 years ago. It is still a bestseller today. Franklin also made his fortune in printing. In Franklin's time, printing is sort of like the internet of today. It's a new industry and one can make lots of money very quickly. But as you can see, the printing machines weighed hundreds of pounds, and printing was very, very hard work. Ben Franklin spent 9 years in France. He quickly learned French on his own. Well, some said he was busy womanizing, as in this picture. But in 2 years, he managed to convince the French king to recognize the independence of the United States and declare war on England. In the end, the French intervention proved to be decisive in America's victory over England. Here is a picture of Franklin, the scientist playing with a kite to capture electricity. Quite a dangerous thing to do. It is said that he almost got himself killed in the process. He invented the lightning rod, which we still use today. Franklin was the first Postmaster General of colonial America. His salary was $1,000 a year, paid by the British government. Yes, the British invented the stamps, not Franklin. Here is Franklin, the first firefighter in colonial Philadelphia. He organized the first professional firefighter in Philadelphia. Professional here meaning full-time. He was only 31 years old. This table is a summary of the top 10 achievements of Ben Franklin. I won't read them out here. Only self-made billionaires will be covered here. In addition, I have 4 no's here. No gossip, no scandal, no yacht, no McMansion. I only concentrate on how these self-made billionaires made their fortune. How many self-made billionaires are there? Well, there are about 3,000 of them, and I will break them down for you here. They can be classified as the current ones, the dead ones, and those who had dropped out. How many videos am I planning to do here? Then you're going to ask me, why 2002? I'm going to tell you my source of inspiration, 1001 Nights. I think I can have 2002 great stories to tell here. So, what have we learned today? Here's the most important lesson I learned from Ben Franklin. How do you manage your time? But Ben Franklin taught us there is enough time for everything. There's enough time for money and business. There's enough time for wine and women. There's enough time for science and invention. There's enough time for nation building and diplomacy. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below. If there's enough interest, I will do episode 001D, where D stands for discussion. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.